Welcome to another video. Alexander III of Macedon, commonly known as Alexander the Great or Sikandar, was one of the most successful military commanders in history. He was born in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, in 356 BCE. He was the son of King Philip II of Macedon and his wife Olympias, who was a member of the royal family of Epirus. Alexander was tutored by the famous philosopher Aristotle, who taught him a wide range of subjects, including mathematics, science, and philosophy. Alexander was also trained in military tactics and strategy by his father, who was an accomplished general. When Alexander was just 20 years old, his father was assassinated, and he became the king of Macedon. Alexander quickly asserted his authority and set his sights on expanding the Macedonian Empire. He began by suppressing a rebellion in Greece, then turned his attention to Persia, which was the dominant power in the region at the time. In 334 BCE, Alexander led his army across the Hellespont and into Asia Minor, where he won a series of decisive battles against the Persian forces. He then marched south along the coast, capturing cities and territories as he went. By 331 BCE, Alexander had reached Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator. After consolidating his rule in Egypt, Alexander turned his attention to Persia once again. He met the Persian king Darius III in battle at Gaugamela, near the modern city of Mosul in Iraq. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander won a crushing victory, effectively ending Persian resistance. Darius fled, and Alexander pursued him eastward, eventually capturing and killing him. With Persia under his control, Alexander continued to expand his empire, conquering territory as far east as the Indus River. He also founded several cities, including Alexandria in Egypt and Bactra in Afghanistan. Despite his military successes, Alexander's reign was not without controversy. He became increasingly paranoid and ruthless, executing his closest advisors and even his own soldiers for perceived disloyalty. He also adopted many Persian customs and began to act more like a Persian monarch than a Macedonian king. In 323 BCE, Alexander fell ill in Babylon and died at the age of 32. The cause of his death is still a matter of debate, with some historians believing that he was poisoned by his own advisors. Regardless of the cause, his death marked the end of his empire and the beginning of a period of instability and fragmentation in the ancient world. Despite his relatively short reign, Alexander the Great left a lasting legacy. His conquests helped to spread Greek culture and influence throughout the Mediterranean and the Near East. He also helped to spread the Greek language, which became the lingua franca of the Eastern Mediterranean for centuries to come. Finally, he inspired countless generations of military commanders and leaders with his strategic brilliance and his unyielding determination.